So that was not a very exciting jazzy type of music or anything like that. It was actually pretty folksy, and I played it because I haven't played this guitar for a while, and so I restrung it yesterday with some round wound strings because I found out that those are the ones that sound the best in that. And then I was thinking about um, what are my top three tips for getting better at guitar, really, when it boils down to it. And I was really thinking about this. And it got me to thinking about this guitar and about these guitars out there. For me, the number one tip that I can give anybody about getting better at guitar playing is to first have them out. I think I said this in another video. Guitars should not be in cases, they should not be underneath your bed. They should not be in closets. They should be out. Period. Because what'll happen is when you see it out there, that what little little C chord progression I just played, in between work, kids, any of that stuff, you'll pick it up and you'll play it. You'll definitely play it more often. Having the ritual of taking it out of the case and tuning it and all that other stuff. That's just extra work you've got to do. They're beautiful, so they should be out. And yes, for practical purposes, if you have young kids in the house or dogs or animals like that, you want to be careful. So these things cost a lot of money, but that's my number one tip. That's the first thing. Have the guitars out. You will play them more. Just play them. Not even practice. Just play them. Plus, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, right? And I have my cello out too, so it makes you play more. Trust me on that. And this thing brought it to mind because for some reason I'm not lying. I forgot I had a 1939 L7 because it was in the closet in one of the bedrooms. Okay, I totally forgot because I hadn't played it for a while. And now that I have it out, it's restrung. I'm gonna play it more. So that's the first tip. The second tip I would say to getting better is play songs. Period. Play songs. Practice, but play as many songs as you possibly can. All right. And I say this. So this is a good book called The Complete Chord Melody Method. It's not complete, but it's by Bill Hart. I've played a lot of songs off of this. It's got tabs for those of you who don't read music. So this is one. Boom, right there. Another one I'm working with. I love this book. It's called by Berkeley Jazz Standards for Solo Guitar. I've never met him. He's supposed to be around here in the New England area. John Stein. This, my friend, is a gem. Jazz Standards. I just love his arrangements. I do a lot of them dedicated to you. So that's one. And the third one that I'm working out of, yeah, this one is hard because it's not my forte. Voila, it's not jazz, but it's the 20 Studies for the Guitar by Fernando Sor. Um, yeah, it's the Segovia edition and things of that nature. But play songs. One of the things I found out, and I found out because I'm studying classical guitar now, and I have a lot of exercises I have to do, which are boring, but you got to do them. It's like lifting weights. And, it's about hand position, it's about proper nail technique and all of that other stuff. And wow, relearning, I relearned, not Mikosa, While We're Young by Wes Montgomery, I relearned that. When you start learning chord melody souls, I've said this a million times, um, it's a great way to learn theory. It's a great way to learn chord. It's the best way to kind of, enhance your musical, skill set. So yeah, have your guitar out, learn songs, right? Don't just practice technique because all remember when you go to the gig, they're not gonna say play an F major seven scale or F major scale or play some theoretical stuff. They're gonna say call out a tune. You can get everything you want out of a tune, period. But that doesn't mean you don't practice exercise and technique and things of that nature, but learn as many songs as you possibly can. All right. And try to make them chord melodies, but learn them. So that's the second thing. The third one is listen. Listen. Listen to as many albums as you possibly can. Jazz albums, rock albums, classical albums. And have dedicated time for listening. Don't just listen to things that you want to try to figure out. I believe that total immersion in the language of jazz or listening, you're gonna start feeling it, right? It's not a theoretical concept. It's not. It's almost like osmosis, or what is that? Diffusion through a semi-permeable membrane through your brain. You have to do some listening. Period. Listening is going to help everything else that you do in order to understand jazz. It's not just a theoretical approach or anything of that nature. It's an auditory mindset. So as much as it is to practice, to play songs, to have your guitars out and things of that nature, you have to listen. That's the building block. So that's my top three. All right. It's not very complicated. Have the guitars out. Practice by learning a lot of songs as possible, not just technique, and listen to as many records as possible. Thank you again for watching. As usual, practice, practice, and practice some more.